What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. It's bad enough we got a lot of crime out here for no damn reason. But I got to be honest with you. The crime is bad enough. But when you get criminals that are stupid and just don't value life and just look suspicious as all get out when they're in the middle or before they even try to commit the crime, that makes it all that much more worse to me. There are some people that should not try to do crimes or be criminals because they look stupid, and then when they get caught, they look even stupider. Today, I want to talk about a story out there in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out Charlotte, close to Charlotte. Matter of fact, in the Gastonia area. Shout out Gastonia. Tony used to live there. But anyway, I want to talk about a guy that been arrested by the name of Christian Campbell, pictured here. This dude right here need to be shown the flowers. Why? Because what he did was unnecessary, and it could have been disastrous for this guy right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this older man that you see, right? His name is Scotty Floyd. God bless him. This guy was a clerk in a gas station, a convenience store. When this guy right here, Mr. Campbell, comes up in there looking suspicious as I don't know what, and asks for some vape products before pulling the gun out and almost blowing Mr. What's his name, Floyd's head off. Take a look at this. This right here is your worst fear when somebody sticks you up. They just scared and just stupid with the gun in their hand. Look.
An attack on a convenience store worker captured by surveillance cameras. He had just seconds to react.
I thought he was coming around the counter then. I thought maybe he was going to come around the counter and keep shooting.
Before showing you any more of this video, we want you to know that the clerk is alive tonight.
Amazingly. Everything seems routine in this until the clerk glances down at the register. Look at the video. You see the suspect in the tan hoodie and sunglasses pull out his gun. He fires 3 quick shots and then bolts out the door.
Here's a closer look right here. It's the moment when the clerk threw his arm up that reflects what doctors say is what saved his life.
This happened at Jacob's Food Mart in Gastonia. Channel 9's Gaston County reporter Ken Lemon talked to that clerk today about his recovery. Ken?
Yeah, and that one shot broke 2 bones in Scotty Floyd's arm. He says he's worked here for 15 years and he lives by a motto, treat customers right, they'll treat you right. He says he did that, but something wasn't right about this one customer, and he says that hint of suspicion may have saved his life. The career clerk looked like a superhero blocking a speeding bullet. The gun was almost in his face.
I thank God. It was God.
Scotty Floyd actually opened the door for the man who nearly took his life at the Jacob Food Mart on Marietta Street Friday. He didn't know the man had a gun, but he noticed he kept his sunglasses on and a hoodie pulled over his head.
I knew the guy was up to something, and that probably saved my life too.
Floyd says the man didn't demand money or make a threat. He asked for CBD cigarette products.
When I seen the silver of the gun, I knew what he was doing.
That shot lodged in his forearm, breaking 2 bones, but it didn't go any farther.
Oh, he just shot me dead between the eyes.
Floyd ducked down behind the counter.
He tried to shoot again, but the gun didn't shoot.
He feared the man was going to come behind the counter and keep shooting. Instead, the suspect ran. Police say he went to Forest City, about 40 miles west. They say he shot and nearly killed another man at an event downtown that same day. Christian Campbell is charged with assault with a deadly weapon with the intent to kill, and he's waiting on new charges in Gastonia.
Prosecute him to the full extent of the law. Because he didn't have no regard for my life. He tried to take my life.
Yeah, and Floyd told me that he's worked as a cashier, clerk in a store for 21 years, He says he never felt the need for a gun. He says the next time he goes back to work, he will be armed. Live in Gastonia, I'm Ken Lemon, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Ken, it's just miraculous almost. What an incredible video. Thank you for that story.
That's the story of this guy, Christian Campbell. Don't even know how to rob right. Shouldn't be robbing at all. Come in there looking stupid. What the hell? It's like the more bold criminals be, the more stupider they look in their boldness. got a hoodie on, looked like he had a do-rag on, sunglasses, got Ray-Bans on, and a 6-shooter. A silver, probably your granddaddy's gun you stole. Get in there. Yeah, let me get some vape products. All right, young brother. Give me the money. Man, get that gun on my face. Boom, boom, boom. He starts shooting. The gun jammed up. Guy could have lost his life. Then he ran out of there and he went and attacked somebody else the same way. They caught his dumb ass in another town. I'd have ended him right there. This is crazy. He'll get due process and they'll throw a deal because they don't want to deal with that. The justice system don't want to deal with that inside of the courtroom and spend tens of thousands of dollars on trial, knowing that you're guilty. So they throw you a deal. Yeah, well, he get a deal as soon as he got caught. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense. Then it's like these people be nervous and scared doing this. I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to say this. Y'all know about my past. You know, I did Fed time for bank robbery, right? And it sounds crazy. I done did bank robbery, and I'm talking about people robbing and how wrong it is, but it is the truth. I shouldn't be here. I had a death wish. You understand what I'm saying? And luckily, God found favor in me. I ain't religious or nothing like that, but I mean, I make the most with being in a dark time. But when you do robbery stuff like this, a lot of times it's an adrenaline rush. A lot of times in people, now I haven't experienced this, but people say it's an adrenaline rush in knowing that when you pull a gun out, people will do your bidding. Or they're at your mercy or your will and make you feel powerful. I've also heard this from people in jail when we talked about our stories. There are people that get off on instilling fear in others. And the reason why that is that a lot of times there are people that have a lot of fear in themselves and it disrupts their peace. Why? Because fear disrupts peace. You see what I'm saying? This guy right here is a young dude. He's stupid as hell to be doing that. Why? The guy, old man, opened the door for him. Then you was going to kill a man. It's not even his store. I'm more than sure if you had flashed the iron, he'd have gave you whatever you wanted. They instructed to do that. It's like so many people come in and they be so hyped up that they do overkill. You put the gun all the way in his face. First of all, you're stupid. Why would you do that when you had to reach over the counter and the gun was right next to him? If he did not hit that gun, I'm more than sure this scary motherfucker would have blew his face off to no fault of his own. That would have been messed up. Old man say, Mr. Floyd say, prosecute him to the furthest extent of the law. He ain't gonna get that. He not gonna get that. The further extent of the law is permanent darkness and a dirt nap. That's what he need. You almost killed the old man that was going to work like your dumb ass should. But no, you chose to take, and not contribute shit except to his misery and pain. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. Crimes like this, robbing stores and stuff where you leave with nothing, them like crackhead crimes to me. That my mind, I wouldn't think of doing no shit like that, no matter how hard it got for me. That's as crazy as it gets. And a lot of times, these motherfuckers doing it just because they want to do it. They don't want to work. They don't want to. It's a lot of shit going on with this. But I mean, damn, that's something you don't do. You know that man, that ain't his store. Why you even do that? I'll see you in the next video. Take care.